Good morning, guys. How are you? It's Leanne from Uplift Health Coaching. Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about why I think weight loss doesn't work for most people, right? And why they're focusing on the wrong things, typically. So I want to just talk to you quickly about 3 things that I think is not happening for them, or they're doing that's not going to work for them. Based on what I've seen, how I've helped clients before, and how I get results, right? And I know that pushing and depriving and restricting and making it really difficult and smashing your body, all that, I know that that's not sustainable, and you don't have to do that to get it to work, right? So you actually need your body to work, therefore you need to calm your body, not push it, right? Because most of us are already busy, crazy, stressed, unwell, unhealthy, tired, exhausted. We don't need more, we actually need less, right? So I find that my clients get results when we actually calm the situation down. We simplify what's going on in their day. We nurture their body and look after them, and teach them to listen to their body, right? And give the body what it needs, and get out of their head. That's the other number one thing, right? It's all about mindset. So number one thing I think that a lot of people don't do is plan, right? So they're not planning on how they're going to lose weight. They might go on a diet. They might go on a do-it-yourself, plan they purchase something. They might go on OptiFast or Slim something or other. But that's actually not a really good plan, okay? That's just a diet. It's not going to teach you how to listen to your body, how to be kind to your body, how to kick those self-thought, your self-talk to the curb when it's negative and when it's doing your head in and when you're not taking care of yourself. It's not going to teach you those things, right? So planning to eat better, planning your exercise, planning your day, right? So if you've got your day, calm and simplified and on focus, and you're a priority, your health is a priority, everything's going to be easier. If you break it down to day by day, step by step, it's not hard at all. Actually, we're talking small things that you can do in your day that fit you, right? Because a lot of my women that I'm coaching are working 5 days a week. They're juggling homes, they're juggling kids, after-school activities, businesses. They're crazy busy, they're commuting, they don't have time, right? So whatever it is, it's got to fit in your life. So that's number one, right? So you've got to plan how you're going to do this. If you're going to stop binge eating, if you're going to stop sugar cravings, if you're going to exercise, if you're going to get up earlier so that you're not, exhausted, if you're going to go to bed earlier, what are you going to do that's going to make a difference? So we need to plan that, right? That's not something that just happens. And you're not waiting for motivation, because that's not going to save you, right? We're not waiting for motivation. We're just having a plan that makes sense, that fits your day. Overwhelm, number 2. If you are stressed, exhausted, overwhelmed, cortisol, stress hormones through the roof, and you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get healthy, get fit, you're just pushing it up, right? So if you're putting more pressure on yourself, more rules that you have to follow, more things you can't eat, more things that you're going to feel bad about if you don't get it right? If you stuff up, that kind of thing is out, right? We don't do any of that shit. We lower the overwhelm, because nobody can think clearly or get anything done while you're in that place. And nothing healthy is going to grow from a stressed out woman, right? You can't think, pretty much. So, and it's going to be, you need to be able to clear some space, make some space, right? And the last thing is all or nothing. So I see a lot of this, right? Because this is how we've been trained. This is how the diet culture thing has trained women, right? That they must do these things or it's not going to work. So they're all or nothing. They might last for a little while, but it doesn't work because it's not sustainable. They're not going to be able to continue starving themselves, going without bread, going without, whatever it is that they're wanting to have, right? You're better off to learn how to listen to your body, eat when you're hungry, snack on healthy things that give you energy to keep your sugar levels over the day even. You're better off to do all these things that are good for you, to listen to your body and follow what is good for you. What feels good for you is the only rule, right? If it doesn't feel good, it is not right. If it doesn't feel good for you, right? Sure, you might have to make a few tweaks and a few little sacrifices here and there short term, but if it doesn't fit, or it doesn't, if it's too harsh, you're not going to stick to it. So that's no good for you, right? That doesn't feel good. It's negative. It won't last. It's not sustainable because you're pretty much guilting yourself into going to the gym. If you don't like the gym, if you're staying on a treadmill for a friggin' hour and you don't like the treadmill, if you are, obsessing over something that you can't eat because you'll break the diet or you'll break the rules, and so it just does your head in. Like, that's no good either, right? So it's really about having a flexible, kind mindset around, this is a long-term thing. This is how you want to live, right? How do you want to live? You don't want to live with all these rules that are all made up, by the way. Someone made them up to make money from a diet, right? So think of it like that. It's just listening to your body, and that's how I coach, right? So yes, you'll stop sugar cravings and binge eating and eating after dinner, and you'll lose, typically my clients lose between 3 to 5 kilos in that first couple of weeks. So it's a 6-week program, or you've got 12-week program, right? So, but it really is listening to yourself, and I'm teaching women to feel good about themselves, and that is a goal, right? That is a really big goal. If you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel good in your clothes, you don't feel good with your energy, you're negative, you're resentful, you're angry, you're shitty all the time, whatever, that's not a way to live, and that's not okay for you, right? It's not good enough, right, for us. We need to be vital and energetic and do whatever we want, wear whatever we want, but be how we want, like be happy, right? And feel good about ourselves. That's the goal, right? If that isn't working for you, jump on a call with me, because that is the only goal, right? If it does not feel good, that's the new rule. Does not feel good, it isn't working, right? So, my programs are all about being, I call it soul-led weight loss, right? So this is what comes from listening to your body and doing what feels right for you. Your body will respond the way it's supposed to, get rid of the toxins, lose the fat, burn the fat cells. If you're eating for fuel and you're eating for energy, that will work, right? If you're not doing those things, and we're adding more on our day, adding more food in that we don't need, adding extra stress, none of those things are going to work for you very well. And if they did, that's fine. But I see a lot of women that it did for a while, and then it all came back on, because you can't sustain crappy behavior, right? If it's too hard, makes you sad, is doing your head in, it gives you mood swings anyways. Going without food and restricting, that gives you mood swings as well. So please jump on a call with me if that's what you're, if you would like a different approach, something a lot more holistic, a lot more kinder and more flexible, that also gives you the main key things that you need to focus on, right? To make a difference. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.